Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. I hope you're good. I hope you are genki. Let's get on the review. We have Gunslinger Spawn, which hits the 25th issue, issue 25, dropped on Wednesday, October 25th, still priced at $2.99. Here's the main cover. What do you think of this main cover? Now, I think this is, if I get the name right, it's Dan Panosian or Panosian. Let me get that right. Probably Panosian. I'm taking a guess here. Pretty cool image. And there is a variant cover here by the artist Kevin Keane, as far as I know. Which of those covers do you prefer? I think they're both awesome. But yeah, I want to read a little bit from my... I've been working on a WordPress review, which is not finished yet, but here we go. Here's a bit of background. Gunslinger Spawn reaches its 25th issue, and in the modern world of American comics, that's quite a milestone. It's disappointing to admit this, but now not so many series make it to even 20 issues. Seriously, I'm very sad to say that. Todd McFarlane is still writing the series, but issue 25 brings a change in the main artist. Dexter Soy takes over from Brett Booth. Now, Booth's art has been a highlight of this series, and there will be some disappointed readers out there. Thankfully, Dexter Soy does a fantastic job in here. The interiors are of the highest quality, something we've come to look forward to, I think, in the various Spawn comic book series. So, is this issue any good? Is it worth picking up? Well, I hope you can tell by my enthusiastic tone of voice that, yeah, it's a cracker, it's a great issue. You've got to see Dexter Soy's art on this. It's really, really worth buying just for that. But the story's cool too. I loved it. I'm going to give this a very strong Wakizashi 8.5 out of 10 and recommend you go out and buy it. So, without further ado, let's get on with a story summary. Here we go. We open with truckers in a warehouse. They're loading up their trucks, they're transporting stuff. We get a narration about their lives. The pay's not good, they've been doing it for years. It's the only way they know. They've got to make a buck, they've got to survive. And then we see a horse. The trucker seems surprised. What the hell? He honks his horn, and then on the next page, look at that image by Dexter Soy. That is glorious. We've got the horse, a stallion, all flames behind it. Its eyes are glowing, shooting out what seems to be, bolts of flame or lightning or something. It's incredible. Love this art. What a great way to make an impression on the book. I tell you what, if I was that driver, I would be out of there. I would be running, either back to me cab or across the desert. Get me out of here. But he doesn't. He stands against it. He stands up to it. The horse asserts itself. I'm not sure here if the horse headbutts the driver, knocks him flying, knocks his hat off. He runs back at last to his cab, gets inside, and then there's a knife at his throat. Move and I slit your throat. It's Javi, it's Gunslinger. He's there behind him. He's got a question for him. Those barrels, in the back, you know what's in them? Some type of chemical poison. So you knew. You all knew. Then, 1 hour later, at the same warehouse, the truck appears to be returning. One of the workers opens the truck door, and they see a hideous sight inside. Andy ain't gonna be driving trucks anymore. While that's going on, Gunslinger Spawn makes his entry on the other side of the warehouse, where there's only one security guard. He takes him out easily. Inside a small office there's a big guy, probably the big boss, talking on the phone. He's not happy about something and he's talking about somebody signing their own death certificate. Suddenly, the lights go off. There's a clink. The lights are back on and the man sees a ring on the desk in front of him. He goes to pick it up when... a knife hits the table, knocking the ring sideways. Then we get another great page by Dexter Soy. Look at this image of Javi, Gunslinger Spawn. He's got a rope around the man's neck. The last guy I got up behind, he got a knife in his throat. Same with your guard. Be thankful this is only a rope. Javi tells him to pick up the ring. You recognize it, don't you? But there are footsteps from outside. Gunslinger Spawn doesn't like distractions. He tells him he'll be back. It looks like a group of workers attracted by the noise. Javi comes running out at a sprint, his guns ablaze. They don't have time to react. Yet he shows mercy because we're told he doesn't use any kill shots. Not yet. Any of you want to live? They all nod yes. Then stay away from demons. And we see Javi put his gun up against one of the man's heads. And he shoots. Apparently, the man was actually a demon in disguise. He draws a line in demon blood, tells the surviving workers that they gotta go and hand themselves in to the sheriff. I hear you're not sitting in a jail cell. Your next of kin won't be able to identify what's left of you. Then Javi leaves. Gunslinger returns to the office, but it appears empty. I know he's still here, Wilbur. He's hiding. He's got a knife in his hand. Go ahead, make your move, says Gunslinger. As the boss holds the knife at Javi, he pulls his own knife out and sticks it in his body. Shock! You think a knife kills me? Then he grabs Wilbur. His name's Wilbur. He grabs him round the throat. You knew I'd come for you someday, and you know exactly why I'm here. Wilbur looks terrified. Then we get some backstory. Apparently, his gang, Wilbur's gang, was the first to go for Javi's sister. Wilbur protests his innocence. No, someone's lying to you. Amy told me, and my sister didn't lie. Then he asks Wilbur what he would do to protect somebody he loves, like his wife. How far would Wilbur go? What would he do to save her? What if somebody killed her? I'd hunt them down, says Wilbur. You'd hunt them down by whatever means possible. Yes. That's why I'm here. Gunslinger holds the ring in the man's face. How do you think I got this ring? Wilbur realizes it's his wife's wedding ring. I'll kill you, he screams. But here we get something strange that Wilbur says. He's talking about Gunslinger's sister, who we know was killed in the past. He's telling him, you weren't the only one that loved your sister. She understood what needed to be done and why. Unlike you, she knew it was for the greater good. Amy didn't care about you. It's a strange thing to say. Maybe he's trying to get in Javi's head. Javi gives Wilbur the knife. He tells him to make a choice. Let Javi return and kill him, or will he do the right thing? What do you think he does? Okay, let me end the story summary here. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. It's great getting back to Gunslinger Spawn. Here is the preview of next issue's cover. It says it's coming out in November, so looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope that Dexter Soy stays on the book because I loved his art in this. Okay, that's it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you still buying Gunslinger Spawn? How many of the Spawn titles are you buying and reading right now? I'd love to hear from you. And I hope to see you in a future video. Shout out to the Wakizashi Teahouse Dojo members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys and girls, you keep this channel running. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Madlane.